Shooting it raw?
Yes. Shooting it raw.
So I have to describe what I see, right? So it's a photo. Is that you on the camel?
Yes.
Okay, nice. So it's a photo that's from the image quality. I would say that it may have been a old digital photo or maybe a print photo. It's you a little younger in the tooth, wearing out in the bright desert, sitting on a camel. Let's see, you're wearing black pants, which is insane because you're in the desert. You're wearing a chest shirt, sunglasses, looking really fly. You have a backpack on. You're kind of looking back at the photographer who's on a camel taking a photo of you on the camel. If I had to guess, I'd say the Sinai Peninsula. I don't know.
The Wadi Rum. The Wadi Rum. I was drunk on life that day. We rode camels across the Wadi Rum desert. And in fact, do you ever see Lawrence of Arabia?
Yeah.
The movie?
Yep.
Remember when he is riding a camel across the Wadi Rum and he says, I'm the man that broke the bank at Monte Carlo?
Right.
Remember when he says?
Yep.
I was riding a camel there across the Wadi Rum with those big cliffs on the other side.
Amazing.
Actually sang that song while I was riding the camel. There was another man with me that was singing it with me because we were both drunk on life, and it did echo. Now, not like they accentuated it in the movie, but it did echo the song. It was an amazing day.
So just because, okay, I need you to assume I'm an idiot, even though I know my Proust and my Cubist painting. What country were you in, and what year was this?
It was 5 years ago, before the pandemic.
Wow, okay.
It was in the Jordanian desert, close to the Saudi Arabian border. It's the Wadi Rum desert that the Arab army was camped in their battle against Turkey during World War I.
Wow. Okay, why start with this photo then?
Because that's one, you know those moments that you always dream of, but you never really expect to get to live? This is one of those moments. It's what you were talking about. We get just a few seconds to live. Our time is short. You know, time is long and our lives are short. We get a few seconds. And I'm a big believer in you got to squeeze every bit of juice out of this life you can.
Wow.
And it's like the poem, do not go gentle in the good night. Rage against the dying of the light. Right?
Yep.
You got to squeeze every moment. This was one of those moments where I squeezed hard. I got juice out of life that I didn't ever expect to get. It was a great day.
Okay, I don't know what you feel about names and naming. Your name is Russell Little. No, you're Russell Big. Like, you're Russell Huge. Look at you. This is great. I love it. So what is shaping your thought? Because to have this sensitivity, you're the consequence of your experience. Why? What did you study? What did you do as work? Like, why is this part of who you are? That you're just like, I have to squeeze all the juice out of this lemon. Like, what is this?
It comes from my whole life. I've always believed that I had to continue pressing the ceiling of my abilities and my knowledge and my mind for more.
Nice.
I never have been satisfied with what I had. And frankly, Marcus Aurelius wrote about it 2,000 years ago, about you must keep learning until the mind goes. You don't have until the end of your life because your mind starts decreasing even before that. You have until then. You have little time. You must take advantage of all your time. I've always believed that.
Wow.
And that's been my life.
Wait a second. So when you were a kid, like, what shaped you to be that way? Because, so for example, like in my case, right? Like I've had 3 near-death experiences. Ever since I was a little kid, I was always kind of energetic and bouncy and also committed to learning and pushing the edge and all this stuff. Not pushing the edge, but living, really living. So where does this come from in you?
I think it came from being a little boy. I could not speak until I had 2 learning disabilities. Okay.
Okay.
So I couldn't speak till the 2nd grade. I had to go to speech classes to learn how to speak where somebody else could understand me. And I had ADHD. So I would start every year behind everyone else because during the summer I'd forget everything I'd learned. And I would have to work my way to catch up every year. And by the 3rd grade, one of the counselors told my mother that she should make me read the newspaper every day. I should read the news to help me read to catch up. And I wound up reading the opinion page every day. So I was a 3rd grade kid, 9 years
In
old,
West Texas.
7 in West Texas, which was and I would read the opinion page about politics and social contentions every day. That's what I read.
That's amazing.
And I came from a blue collar family, but I was reading about worlds that I was not in, but I wanted to be in.
That's amazing.
And between that and having to fight to catch up every year at school, I was constantly in a battle. And I never quit fighting. I just continued the battle with myself. I think that's where it came from.
You are an interesting human. We just met. I'm looking at a photo of you on a camel. Interestingly enough, camels originally came from what part of the world? Do you know where camels originated from?
Well, I was going to say, I know that this is a trap question now, so I'm going to give you a trap answer and
Sure.
say China.
Nope. Between North and South America, the Americas. So basically, camels evolved in the Americas and crossed the land bridge into China and then down into like the hotter climates, the Middle East and Africa. So that's like, born in the USA. So it's kind of funny. So, but I also find it fascinating that behind you is that a print or is that an actual painting?
That's an actual painting. It's a cubist.
Yes. Who's the painter? Do you know, or is it more of a contemporary painter?
I don't know the painter, but I know who the painter is. He's actually signed his name, and that's the joke. It's a Brandt.
Okay.
And you're like, who the hell is that? My answer is it's nobody. When we moved to the hills of Georgia, we're going through this antique store, right? Because we're mid-century American. We have a taste for mid-century American. We like to decorate our home like madmen, right, from the 60s. That's the way we decorate our home. And we came across this painting on the wall, an antique store in Georgia. And my wife and I were like, we love it.
How random. Yeah, it's amazing.
Right. And and the joke is the guy signed it Brat. Okay. Thank you, Brat.
Now, as a so you quoted Proust, right? Which was great. And as an arts literary type person, my greatest aesthetic influence was just because in terms of the one that shaped me the most would be Marcel Duchamp, right? Marcel Duchamp.
You have a French education. That's what that means.
Well, I grew up in Montreal, but I went to university in Montreal.
So you do have a French education.
It is a little French, but not French from France. It is just Quebec.
So did you read Proust in French, not English?
I did not. Well, I read a little bit of Proust. I didn't read his work is monumental, right? And so
yes, I've read it all.
Wow. Okay. Well, it's so funny that we met because This is not bullshit. This is totally true. That I was actually
It's okay if it's
thinking.
bullshit too.
But it's not. But this is totally true. That I was actually thinking of Marcel Proust in the bathroom this morning, because I don't know why it is, but I have this, not obsession, but this deep value of making every second count, of really living life, right, and packing it all in. Like I'm really
We're
all about
brothers.
that. Right.
We're brothers. And that all four of these pictures that you asked me to send you
Yeah.
have, you will see that's the theme.
Okay.
We're
Well,
brothers.
because you said that's the theme, brother, we're going to move on to the next photo.
So, is life really a gift? Really? Can you make every second count? That's the whole point of the podcast. So, if you like what you've seen and you're inspired, because that really is my mission, then please give it a like, subscribe, and share.
Shooting it raw?
Yes. Shooting it